It's Lynn from Encore Bookkeeping. Today I want to show you all the different kinds of reports that you can get for your company. Quite often we send reports to customers and they look at them and kind of read them but don't really realize the power of the reports that you can actually pull from QuickBooks. So today I have my sample company and I'm going to run you through about, I don't know, there's about 10 or 12 here of the most popular reports that we send. So starting with this one on my screen right now, this is called a profit and loss statement, also known as an income statement in some people's circles. So this report really just tells you the income that you did minus all your expenses equals your profit at the bottom. It can come in an expanded form or a nice collapsed form, so it's quite easy to read. This one here is for a specific period of time. Usually we give it to you for the fiscal year that you're in, or perhaps even the last 6 months. There's also another report which is kind of similar to that, and this is the previous year comparison. So this same report, again, comes expanded or collapsed, and we're just going to use it in collapsed version for ease of use. This one compares this particular fiscal year to last particular fiscal year. So in this particular situation, you can see that this business, the sample company, made almost $120,000 this year, and last year they made $61,000. And it compares profits and expenses as well. Handy little report, especially if you're looking at going through growth. Of the profit and loss in the income statement, every single category you can see has a total. And sometimes you might look at this total, here's one, $22,000, and you say, what's in that anyway? So for us, when we have QuickBooks, we just simply double click and that information comes up and we can see exactly where that total comes from. You don't have that luxury when you're reading the reports. So what you would want to do is ask for this report called a profit and loss detail. And what the detail does is it goes through every category. And let's just move this off to the side here. And let's move this one off to the side so you can see the numbers. So this will say installation and labor, see installation and labor. And it goes down. Here we go, products, waste cost of goods, job supplies, etc. So what it does is it goes all the way down and it shows you the detail of every particular expense corresponding in the exact same order with your regular profit and loss, which is really quite handy for you to see what you're spending and where it's going. The next report that we will often do is a balance sheet. Now you hear the term balance sheet, but in all honesty, balance sheet for most customers is not a very useful tool. It's excellent if you're a bookkeeper, but not so excellent if you are just an average layman. We have another tutorial that you can use on how to read this balance sheet and exactly what it means. But if you know what the balance sheet is, then this is the balance sheet. Again, we can collapse it down so it's a little bit less information. And always we can compare this. Let's just collapse it. We can compare it to last year. So this is what you had this year, this is what you had last year, and it gives you a nice comparison. Now those are the standard financial statements, but there's some fun ones in here which will actually tell you what's happening with your business. This is a common one, customer by month. So it tells you every single customer and how much money they had for each particular month. That's a fun one. It also, we can tell you the sales by the item. So in this particular situation, we break down the sales only into two categories, products and services, and it tells you exactly how much is in each one. Do keep in mind at any point in time, by us double clicking, we can actually see the detail and we can print that off and give it to you as well. And it shows every single transaction that's included. The next one we have is sales by customer. So the first one I showed you was the sales by the item that you sell, and this one here is the sales by customer. So this breaks down each particular customer in a period of time, and by double clicking you can see all of the invoices that they bring up. So we can send this information or we can send it detailed in this information. And the final one I'll show you that's quite common is the vendor by month. So if you're wondering where your money is going, this is an excellent report. And this shows you exactly who you bought your stuff from and exactly how much money you pay to them every particular month. Excellent report to figure out where your cash is going. Hopefully you learned something. If you want any of these reports, all you need to do is ask your contact for them. Just tell them you want their report, give them the name of the report up at the top, and they'll be more than happy to include it in their regular reports to you. Thanks so much and have a profitable day.